one of the years I was out there. I've always been interested in cars ever since I've been this big.
Yep.
And it was just something I decided I wanted to do. And I had quite a bit of help doing it. And so anyway, like I say, I was glad I did it when I did, because some of my brothers aren't here, and you know, it takes a lot of help. I can't do it all by myself. The first year I was out there, I took my grandson out. I had that car that's in the garage, a 33 5-window coupe, and we stayed in the back of a Ranger pickup. And then I come back and I found that body, and one thing just led to another, and 2 years later I had a car built for it. Yeah, that black trailer out there, we stayed in it. You had to be off the racetrack at night, and we stayed around that bend.
Yep.
And then we took showers and one thing and another at that truck stop they had there. And we went over to eat, and just kind of made do with the trailer.
Sure.
Anyway, 2 years later I was out there with a car, and the body I found was just up the street here, about 2 blocks. This just a body, and then I built the frame and put the motor in it, and the neighbor kid, the second house over there, painted it for me. Did a nice job on it. The guy up the street here, not too far away, he built the frame for me, and it was made out of 2x4 square tubing. It resembled a Model A frame, and I had the motor mounts built, and the transmission mounts, and the rear end mounts, and all that stuff. But it was basically a Model A frame. I gathered most of the parts and built the motor and the transmission, and had 2 different transmissions in it. I had the one I got in it now is an automatic, but I had a 3-speed before with a quick change rear end in it. The class that I was in, like 23 to 27 Model Ts, and then I think it went up to 37 Ford in the Roadster class. It's a blown vintage Roadster class. Because the cars have to be inspected, and the tires and roll cages and all the safety stuff, and that's it takes a while to do all that stuff and get by inspection and all that. So, and then when you run, all the fuel has to be their fuel, certain octane, and they test that, and they put a seal on the gas tank to make sure that they got that kind of fuel in it. The regular license is good for, you know, like a driver's license is good for like 120 miles an hour.
Okay.
And then you have to qualify for like 150, 175, and then 200 and above is a unlimited license, they call it.
Okay.
And everything, they watch you and make sure you can handle the car at that speed. When you line up to go through, get in line to run out there, is the brother 2 years younger than me. Somebody asked him, said, how long's the wait? And my brother Ken said, well, I've been waiting 50 years to get through there, so it ain't that bad. There were some cars that you had a car follow you because you had to, when you got done with your run, then if you can't drive them back, you had to get them pulled back.
Okay.
And if you have trouble, you go into the inside, and if you're just regular pulling out after the run, then you pull off to the right side.
Okay.
Well, the first time is like you wonder what's going to happen. I hope I make it. And it's well, there's one picture in there that kind of describes it. There's a picture of it just looking over the hood of the car, and then there's some black lines where people have spun their tires to go out, and it's a pretty wide track. You have I think it's 50 yards wide. So you have to stay in between those lines or you get disqualified. And another thing they said for me to do, I had some other drivers that said just kind of let the car drive itself. I mean, you got your hand on it, but you don't want to make any sudden moves. That's when you do cat's asses out there.
Right.
I never did get a record out there, so I don't know about that. I got close, but there was 5 brothers, 5 Brown brothers, and all of them had been out there one time or another. And since the first time I was out there, I've lost 3 of my brothers. I'm the oldest, but it hadn't been my time to go yet, I guess. So.
That's a nice picture.
Painted on the inside and the outside both. He did a beautiful job on that.
Yeah,
It's about 18 years old. I don't know if this one will start or not.
Good try.
I've had it probably 25 years. Well, it has been. It's when my grandson was about 4 or 5, when I started building it. I got some pictures of it when I put it all together. And he's 26 now. So. I told him I liked him better when he was 5.